Hey guys, what's up? So great to be back. Welcome back to another live stream. And here we are. Wow, it's always such a last minute thing, you know, for me. It's like last minute as in, well, everything's scheduled, everything's fine. It's like kind of like a concert, you know, live streaming, I mean. It's like but at last minute there's always these technical things. And it's like, why is my voice being doubled? Why is my camera not working? But then, like a concert, everything seems to just come together. And, you know, I've learned to deal with it. Haha. Anyway, how's everyone doing? How's everyone going? Yeah, as usual, we're going to be having a special live stream. We're going to go through some stuff, including I have a very special guest for you all. Pablo Sainz-Villegas. But before we get to that, just a little catch up on what we've been up to. You probably remember seeing this photo that I posted some while ago, and it was in Japan during Tokyo's sakura season, cherry blossom season. Probably remember seeing this, but I was kind of cryptic about what I was doing there because, well, as you might have guessed, it was an embargo. I couldn't say what I was doing, but now time has passed, and yeah, I'm able to share with you what I was up to. So I was actually there for an event, a really cool event hosted by Cartier. So that was really cool. I mean, some of you probably knew that if you're in my practice rooms on Tonic, but yeah, I wasn't really supposed to tell you guys, so hope you kept it a secret because it was in this very historical site that you know, was like World Heritage. Weren't allowed to like really film in there. Of course, I took lots of photos though. So, you know, me being me, you know, it's such a pretty location. How could you not, right? So I was just like, okay, these are some great photos. Oh yeah, me being blasphemous and, you know, yeah, I'm sorry if I offended any local people. Yeah. Oh, so we got like, of course, being a Cartier event, like, I got fitted. There was this guy in like with a white glove. You could see like me being like a derp face, being like, okay, what is this? Kind of just like, wow. I feel like a prince, but I don't know how to act like one. It was like that was the feeling. Yeah, someone in the chat mentioned sacrilegious. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, that's right. And anyway, it was like everything was so formal, you know, being like the Japanese and everyone's and this guy, and then like there was security everywhere, and it was like, wow. It was a pretty cool event, you know. I felt like I was in a movie, right? And then, oh yeah, they also had this like geisha, like, and yeah, I was just like, can I take a photo with you? And that was pretty cool as well. It was yeah, it was such a cool event, and I wasn't allowed to post any photos from the event until now, and I figured, yeah, maybe I'll post them on Instagram, who knows, but you guys are seeing this first, so yeah, just wanted to share that with you as well. Like look at that outfit. That is such a cool outfit, right? Yeah, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, hey, what about my outfit, guys? My outfit's pretty cool too, right? Just not kidding, not really, but shameless. But anyway, yeah, so that was a really cool event, and yeah, oh, this is what I wore. So it was like, you know, going for something small. They were like, hey, do you want to wear like watches and bracelets and rings and stuff? And I was just like, maybe that might get in the way of playing. So yeah, just a little small ornament there little pin there, like keeping it classy. This was backstage in the dressing room. It was basically just a few curtains put together, but still really cool because they had to build everything. Oh yeah, and for these events, they got to build everything like right there, last minute. And so I can't imagine the stress. Like I'm putting together a live stream and I'm like already sweating to put together this such a beautiful event. I mean, it must be like crazy. Yeah, so that was that. Oh, I played with pianist. His name is Ryoma Takaki, and his name is Dragon Horse. It translates to Dragon Horse, so I thought that was pretty cool. But great pianist, and we played a set of pieces, including Flight of the Bumblebee. So if you heard me practicing that in my practice room, yeah, you know I was there to get the honey. So yeah, this was all for the bee. That's right, Lauren. So yeah. Oh, and moving on. Then last week I was in New York. Here's a rare photo. I know I've posted this on socials, but I just wanted to put this again in front of you because you don't realize how rare it is to get a photo of Rose. Rose is the other co-founder, my co-founder of Tonic, and so this is like such it's a cool moment because finally she's like, all right, I'll take a photo. So that's usually she's just like in her like I would say, what is it called? We call it the dev hole because it's like, developer hole. She's just there being a gremlin. But today she was out looking pretty, going around. We were in New York City, Central Park. This is a nice photo. Yeah. I think she was taking a photo of her dog. So yeah, this was just a really nice photo. Me being me, just like, let's do it. So she didn't really have much of a choice. What am I even talking about? And then, oh yeah, I went to Toronto as well. I was in Toronto for a cool masterclass, like kind of a violin symposium. So that was really cool. Everyone commented about how like this photo is so serious and like it has villain vibes, like evil arch villain vibes. And meanwhile, this derpy guy is just like, and then this guy's just like, eyebrows. So yeah, that was at the Royal Conservatory. It was in Toronto. So thanks for hosting me there, and we had so much fun. We did master classes. Also spoke about practice, how important it is, approach to practice, the secret to the great practice. And so that was a really fun event. You can see my jacket has carried over. This has been a great jacket. This is my recent purchase. Oh yeah, and of course, we're about to get to today. This is me with a guitar. This is the closest thing I've come to a guitar. But I'll leave that for later. And let's see here. Oh wait, we're going into the wrong photos here. This is why live stream is so scary. All right. Yes, we have 2-set challenge going on right now as well on Tonic. This is, of course, with Brett and Eddie, and we are here to put together a fun event. This is going to be really fun. So, guys, if you want to have a cool, fun experience, definitely join in on this challenge. It's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, all this aside, let's get to the important part, which is welcoming our special guest. That was a great catch-up, and we're here for the main show. Let's go. What's up, Pablo? Hey,
hello, Ray.
Confetti.
Hello, dear friends. Hey.
There, yes. Just do it. All right. So, how's it going? Where are you calling from? Actually, I'm just gonna leave that there. You look really good with the confetti.
Yeah. So I'm in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Okay. Nice. That's at least that's on the same time zone. I mean, like, I'm glad you're not like last time I was on a live stream with Clara Jimmy Kang, and she had to wake up. No, she was late. It was late for her. It was like 10 or 11. It was like almost midnight by the time we finished the live stream, and she had a concert the next day, like an afternoon concert as well. So really glad that you didn't have to do that. Are you there for concerts though? Are you in Puerto Rico for concerts?
I just finished my last concert of the season. I played last night with Isabel Leonard. It's a beautiful program we did in different cities in the US. And now I'm starting my 4 weeks holidays, which is, amazing. I can't wait to enjoy and in this beautiful place as Puerto Rico is.
Wow. Will you have time to look around and like
Yes, yes.
I know Puerto
We're
Rico has
spending.
the cool like at night the luminescence things that you can go to the beach or something, and then when you pass your hand through the water it like lights up. Are you have you heard of that?
I can't wait to experience the island and the ocean and all these fluorescent and beautiful, beautiful experiences. Yeah,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
always
Yeah,
exciting.
well, I mean 4 weeks I suppose, yeah, you would have time to look around. That would be or are you practicing every day?
No,
No, no,
no
no.
way.
Oh no, no way. Okay, that's
The
good.
next 2 weeks is going to be nothing but some sunsets and ocean and the breeze and just taking naps and enjoying the
But come on. I mean, like, okay, that sounds really awesome, but like sunset, ocean breeze, maybe like a nice beachside drink, non-alcoholic for those who are under, legal drinking age, of course, but, and then some Spanish guitar. Doo-doo-doo. That sounds
It's
so
like
romantic. Ah, take me with you.
right,
The whole
so
chat's like,
romantic.
take us with you. Uh,
Well, you're welcome. I'll be in Puerto Rico for the next 2 weeks. Join me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I might take you up on that. That sounds like so much fun. Oh wow. Well, thanks so much for making time for us before your, of course, before your holidays. And I know you. I don't want to take too much of your time, but thank you nonetheless for being generous and giving us your beach time, sharing with us your beach time. That's a we really appreciate that. But for those of you who might not know Pablo, because Pablo is like the preeminent guitarist, internationally renowned guitarist, and I was watching your videos and I thought that like wow, one of the videos spoke really close to my heart because recently I did a bit of a arrangement, I guess, with Julio and my pianist, and we did this arrangement that was basically based on Chick Corea's Spain, and so of course that uses a very famous guitar piece that you play. It's on YouTube, and it's amazing. It's just so incredible, and yeah, I just wanted to quickly share with everyone that video because it's truly just speaks to the soul. So just wait. Oh, sorry, I was Google image searching you because you're so handsome. Just wanted to don't mind me. That's we'll leave that there. Oh yeah, this is the video. This is the video. Okay, so here we go. Wow, that's Petrenko. Which orchestra was this
Yes.
with?
It was Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra with Kirill Petrenko, and it was with the occasion of the New Year's Eve concert during the pandemic. That's why there's nobody on the
I
at the
gotta clarify
Philharmonic.
that it's not because no one wanted to come, but that's great. Wow, Berlin Phil, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, I haven't played with
Yeah,
Berlin Phil. Yo, Berlin Phil,
it was
look me up.
it was it was yeah. Anytime it was a dream come true, and when I was a student, I was 18 or 19 years old when I went to Germany to study at the Hochschule für Musik Franz Liszt in Weimar.
Uh
And
huh.
I lived in Berlin for 1 year, and that was the first time I listened to this amazing orchestra, and it was just, I
Wow,
mean,
wow.
so
Okay.
special. So,
Well, I can't
yeah.
wait to watch it together with everyone in the chat one more time. So here, let's take a listen. So beautiful. Wow. Oh my gosh, my ears are blessed. Oh wait, there's more. Okay, before you make me pregnant, we're gonna just pause that there, and you guys, you can go ahead and watch that. Yeah, on like that's wow. That's crazy, and that's so beautiful. And the way you're just, well, for better word, you're just stroking those chords out. Oh, it's so good. It's just like, prang. This, wow, moment of appreciation.
Yeah, it's one of the most beautiful melodies ever written for the Spanish guitar and
Just
for orchestra. It's so profound, and in this story, Ray, the composer Joaquin Rodrigo and his wife had a miscarriage, so it was a very dramatic moment of their lives, and he was able to transmute all his emotions into music as a way of liberation, right? A healing process. So the guitar represents the pain and the sorrow of the human realm, his own pain, and in conversation with God, which is represented by the orchestra. So it's praying, why my son? Why did you take my son away? Why do I suffer all this pain within myself? So it's about it's a beautiful piece, and by the end of it, there is a moment of epiphany when the whole orchestra enters in full tutti, and that's the moment of acceptance. It's the moment of epiphany. It's the moment of, well, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. Just accepting my fate and letting the soul of my deceased son up into heaven. So it's a very profound, very universal music, because he was able, through vulnerability, to transmit those emotions as a great composer he was.
wow. That is a beautiful story. And now I feel super bad for saying that my ears were pregnant, because it's like the total opposite of becoming pregnant. God, no, why? And so, oh my gosh. Anyway, this is what a terrible joke I made earlier. Well, anyway, don't cancel me, guys. This is we need some sort of insurance. Tuset has Langley insurance. I need insurance. I have Tonic insurance. That's what I have. Okay. Well, but this is, wow, I mean, the sorrow that's expressed in the way you play it, and like the beauty when it's without words. So, yeah, and oh my gosh, that must have been so cool to just play that with Berlin Phil.
It was, and it was a dream come true. You know, when I was 18 and I listened to them for the first time, I had, in that innocence of the student of youth, I put the seed of a dream, no? And I believe in dreams. We are all created of dreams, and some dreams happened and come true in a day, in a week, or sometimes in 20 years, and that was the case, no? So to me, it's all about creating beautiful moments with the people you love, and we are fortunate to use music as a universal language to bring people together and to inspire them through beautiful melodies and harmonies and rhythms, and the passion that we put in every single note we play.
Yeah, amazing. Well, I know that your passion extends beyond the music. I know that you have, taken that passion and done a lot of good with it. I saw that you have a philanthropic project called Music Without Borders Legacy, which seeks to, leverage inspirational power of classical music and to humanize and bridge communities across all these different borders, right? Cultural, social, political, even. I mean, that's very, very daring of you to reach into that as well, because a lot of musicians tend to stay away from politics. It is a dangerous place to go, but you just go straight in with your passion, with your music, and this project has reached more than like over 32,000 and probably more. This is probably an old number that we're reading here for children and young people in Spain, Mexico, and the United States. Tell us a little bit more about how did this all start and what inspired you? Because as somebody who's also deeply rooted in music education, this is something that speaks to me a lot.
So music belongs to the people, and when I was a kid, I was 7 years old the first time I went on stage, and that day really defined my fate with the music and with the guitar. That was the first time I was sharing music with someone, and it was in a real concert hall for family and friends, and it was a magical moment for me. I mean, I feeling all this energy coming from the audience and projecting onto me. It was very inspirational. So I thought, well, I want to do it again. And I asked my mom, where can I and when can I play again? So we came with this idea of going to nursing homes. So every Sunday, this little Pablo would go to all these nursing homes playing for the people living in the nursing homes. And I still remember the beautiful smiles that music or that little boy put on their faces. And I was living my dream, which was, sharing music and playing music for others. And at the same time, I was the world a little sunnier. So
Wow.
I think that those were the seeds that as an adult in 2006 blossomed in this philanthropic project, the Music Without Borders Legacy. And the purpose is to use music as a way to inspire people, to bring people together, with the intention that the listeners see the best reflection of themselves on the music, and use music as a vehicle to transmit messages of inspiration, multiculturality, personal responsibility, believing in dreams, believing in passion, and putting all your determination to make them happen. And basically, I started going to all these schools in Tijuana and San Diego, in this binational border of Mexico and United States. And
Tijuana is also, I gotta say, just to interrupt for those viewers, like Tijuana is also like it's a rough neighborhood. It is not like it's not like the clean, pristine kind of thing. I mean, going to schools there, the kids are definitely come from rougher backgrounds. The families, it's like a lot of broken families. It's not easy, right? It's not easy, and you get, I mean, at least, for me, because it all started for me in San Diego, and I'll tell you more about that later. But yeah, so that's not the easiest place to start either. But yeah, please continue.
Yeah.
Just wanted to throw that in for our viewers.
Yes, exactly. I mean, Tijuana is a border town, right, 10 miles away from San Diego, which is California, and a beautiful town in South California. And there's always been a wall between Tijuana and San Diego, and it's the most crossed border in the world. I mean, there are, I think it's a few 100,000 people crossing that border every day from Tijuana that work in San Diego, and they come back in the evening to sleep in their homes in Tijuana. So it's a fascinating town with so many challenges. All the people that are trying to come into the United States from Central America and from South America, somehow they end up in Tijuana, and not all of them can cross the border. So, the town is growing and growing. Like every year, there are a couple 100,000 more people living in Tijuana, and there are so many challenges associated with that. So education, I mean, you and I believe so much in education as a way to humanize this world, inspire people. And I was collaborating with these two foundations, one in Tijuana, one in San Diego. and I would reach out to the Mexican population on both sides of the border. And I'm a storyteller, so I believe so much in the power of storytelling, and storytelling can create an image, and images are very powerful in the mindset of any kid. And then those stories have values, and those values about multiculturality, learning from the differences, and giving the best of yourself at all times, believing in dreams, and being very aware of your decision making on daily basis, because that's bringing a little closer to your dreams or a little farther away from your dreams. So and then once I told them the stories, I would play the soundtrack of that story, and that's the emotional skill to all that experience. So yeah, I've played for more than 45,000 kids around the world, and this is part of what I'm a professional musician with the heart of a foundation. And in the end, both sides of myself have the same purpose, the same mission. I play music with the same passion, and the only thing that changes is the wrapping paper of the concert hall, right? In a school in Tijuana, at Carnegie.
That's amazing. Wow. Well, that's such an incredibly inspiring story. I mean, for I want to suddenly it's just like this is happening live, right? Like, because as you were talking about, like you're playing for these kids in person, right? You're going physically to these schools all around the world. When you said 45,000 kids, that's in person, right? How many schools have you kept count of how many schools you visited at this point, like throughout your entire career?
Yes, more than 200 schools, and sometimes I would play concerts for just one classroom of 20 kids. Other times it was the whole school for 1,500 kids, and so everything has been different. And and it taught me a very important thing, that music belongs to everyone. Music is something that inspires people no matter how. And it's the secret how you invite them, how you create the invitation to participate of the magical realm of classical music. And to me, that taught me so much, and that taught me that music belongs to you, music belongs to the people, and it's for them that our profession as a musician and the music has a special meaning and a special purpose.
Yeah, that's really powerful, and I think we definitely hear that in your music when you're there. I mean, just that clip that we saw, and I'll show you guys another clip later, but we really feel that. We really feel that in the way, like there's this nobility about your playing, but then it's like you're also just, there's all the things that you said about building bridges between different cultures, different societies, like everything, just it's all there. So yeah, huge respect, and it's that's kind of gives us as listeners, I think, that extra layer, like an extra layer of understanding when we listen to your music, and that's a wonderful thing. Yeah. By the way, I wanted to, if you have questions, and I know that like there are so many of you that must have questions for Pablo or who would like to play for Pablo, you can do so today, right? Like in a few minutes by going forward and so this is going to be happening on Tonic. Yeah, I've set my avatar up to be playing guitar in sort of celebration of today's live stream and you. I actually tried to play guitar when I think I was around 13 years old, because I thought that, it would be cool and I could get more, like it just look cooler, get more friends, become like more popular, and because violin was always this nerdy instrument. And so I tried the guitar. I got roped into it by one of my friends who was also playing guitar. He was like, it must be so easy for you. It's going to be like violin, but sideways, and, maybe with 2 extra strings. It'll be no problem. And then I was like, okay, sure. So I started it. I bought a guitar, and yeah, it was the biggest failure of my life. I've never been more humbled than when I tried to learn guitar during those, and I gave it a solid 10 weeks. I was, and to this day, that guitar sits there. My sister also, Jennifer, you know, also tried to pick it up and play it, but it was also like a thing that we just, I guess she also played violin, and there's something like, it's a similarity might be like too close or something, where like, you know, the guitar and the violin, you know, you've got like the strings there, you know, you've got vibrato. I was seeing that you were also, you know, and we can get into the technique later and when we listen to people, yeah, it was just too close. And then every time I'd be like, okay, come back to the violin and be like, oh, this is so much easier. So I have to say, I have to thank guitarists for, and the guitar as an instrument for making my life so difficult, but also making me appreciate my skills on the violin more. So that's my story with guitar. But anyway, wanted to quickly say that if you would like to play for Pablo, go download Tonic. It's free, it's very easy, and you can also practice. It goes beyond today. I mean, you know, Pablo was talking about how music is about sharing, and I mean, this totally aligns with that. Essentially, you can open practice rooms, and it's about motivating yourself and motivating others every day, right? Like you're on this journey, you're on a musical journey to practice. You can see here, we've got all these people who are practicing, and it's a music community. So definitely go ahead and download Tonic. And oh yeah, and the way to ask a question. So here, I'm gonna help people. If we could get the link's in the description. It's also here as well. Let me see here. Oh yeah, we can throw it in the chat as well. And yeah, it's you can open a practice room by clicking the top left here, the plus button on the top left, and then you open it. And for those of you who would like to play for Pablo, the instructions are in the description. But it's basically you open a studio, and in the description you can put review, okay, or Pablo review. And if you would like to ask a question, you can put in Q&A, all right, for the description as well. And then you can also type in your question there. That will help us answer your question as well. So you guys can go ahead and do that when you're ready, and then we can go through some studios together. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go.
This is so exciting.
Yeah. Do you like my room, by the way? This is my. You can earn. So in the app, you can earn XP. So I'm level 3, and you can see I'm on my way to level 4. Still got a bit more to go, but it's you know, I'm getting there, and you can also earn rewards for your practice room. So your practice room becomes more and more decorated. This is. My practice room started out with just a plant, so you know it was pretty basic. But yeah, and of course there's challenges like 2-set challenge, and yeah, that's happening in just 4 days time. So all right, let's dive into some practice rooms. Are you ready? Like guitarists, are you ready? I mean, how often do you get a chance to play for like one of the world's best guitarists in the world? So one of the world's best guitarists in the world. Yeah, I said that. So okay, let's see. Oh, okay. We've got a question here from Elisa, and I don't know if Elisa looks like she's a violinist, but we can go ahead and answer her question at least. Why did you choose the guitar, Pablo? Let's start with that.
Well, I mean, it was my parents who at age 6 wanted me and my sister to have a musical education. And at age 6, you know, I basically didn't know much about music and instruments. I just wanted to play with my friends. So, you know, my parents had a music teacher and a guitar teacher. And it was, it was those circumstances that brought me to play the guitar. But since day one, I always had a very strong connection with the instrument. And, things happen in life for a reason, and that was one of them. So you sometimes think you are choosing things in your life, and sometimes things choose you to be
the guitar choose you, like kind of thing. But I'm curious, when you start with guitar, because like violinists, we start with a little baby size violin. It's like a 1/4 or 1/8. Do guitarists also do the same thing? Do you like start on a ukulele or something? I'm just joking. But do you start on a
No,
smaller?
but no, but usually kids do now. But in the 80s, my parents bought me a full-size guitar. So it was a huge instrument. It was like a double bass for me. It was huge. I was just a small face, trying to reach out the fretboard and the strings.
Oh my gosh.
So what happened here, and this is very interesting, Ray, practicing and practicing, the left hand was stretching, right? Stretching all the time, trying to reach out the different frets and strings. And the left hand in the guitar is very demanding. So through years and years of practice, my left hand started to grow bigger than my right hand.
Oh, and mine is the same as well. Like my left hand is so much bigger than my right. Show us yours. Oh, dang. And look at those nails on the right hand too, the guitar nails.
Yes.
Nice.
So this is quite amazing how the hand that develops more stretching.
Yeah. My thumbs are about the same size, but like, yeah, definitely this hand is bigger, my left hand. Yeah.
Amazing. And to like life is always helping us to deliver the best version of ourselves. When we are determined to fulfill our dreams and our passion, it's like, wow, the life is it's helping us to play better, developing.
Wow, what a positive spin. Yo, Pablo, you're just like you like see everything. Like I feel like your life is like, it's like a movie. It's like you're like a main character in a movie. It's not just the way, it's like the way you talk and the way you are, the way you express. You're just like, and you're playing the soundtrack to your own movie, and it's beautiful. And it's just like, wow, you carry with you this aura, this vibe, and it's so cool. It's so cool to like. It transmits across like, and we're looping this through Zoom to YouTube to like through so many different things. But it is transmitting. It's like just you are authentically you, and that's so cool. That's so cool.
Thank you, Ray. Well, I got the mirror of yourself.
Well, yes, I am me, but the me is like is a bit more all over the place. So we'll skip. But thank you, Elisa, for the question. We're gonna skip to a guitarist. I would love to try and find. Oh, Rose joined here is guitarist. I've come into her practice rooms a lot, and yeah, let's listen to her play a little bit. Let's see. Okay. Go for it. So there's a little bit of a delay between YouTube and
cats.
The cat. I love it.
The fun of Tonic coming into your house.
Nice. So anyway, you get a sense of like Tonic now. It's very real, right? It's that authenticity that we're talking about. Like it doesn't get more real than when you're live streaming to thousands of people, and then your cat's just like, I want to say too. I want to also sing. So yeah, thanks so much, Rose, for sharing, and this is so cool. And I also see that she has some questions, and I know next to nothing about guitar. So Pablo, we're gonna take your lead on this, and maybe if there's let's take a look at our questions. Oh yeah, where do you get your sheet music? Plus, are there times you would use TAB? TAB?
Yes.
Tab?
Yes, tab. That's a way to play guitar chords where you don't need to know music.
Oh, as in
You don't
guitar
need-
tabs, right? Yeah.
Exactly, guitar tabs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a graphic where they tell you the strings and the frets, so you know where to put your fingers. And no, I have a very extensive library of scores that I have accumulated through years, and every time I'm learning a new piece, I try to find the score online, and there are so many specialized guitar shops that you have basically all the guitar literature. And I don't use tab. I've never used it because when I was a kid, I was always started learning the guitar with music, right? But if you are an amateur guitarist and you're starting and you don't really want to get too deep into learning how to read music, that is a very good option. And you can start learning a few chords, especially if you want the guitar as an accompanying instrument to sing songs. Then you don't really need, if it's an amateur level, you just want to have fun and play chords right from the first week. And tabs is a very good option to do that. So yeah,
Got
have
it.
fun.
Have you ever tried singing and playing? Because I've tried that so many times, and it just doesn't work. There's something about it being too close to the face for violin that I can't get it to work for. Oh well, with the exception of I've been training myself with orchestra tooties. So now you guys know the reason why I sing all the orchestra tooties. So yeah, I'm getting there. But what about you, Pablo? Like, have you tried that?
The thing is that I love singing, but my voice, is not like this beautiful, crystal clear tenor voice.
Oh, what are you talking about? It is beautiful. Your guitar playing sets a high bar. Maybe that's why. Like you're like,
But sometimes, yeah, I love it, and that's part of the beautiful thing about guitar. The guitar is so versatile that it adapts basically to any music genre. So being an instrument from Spain, one of the few instruments that is very much linked to a country and a culture, which is Spain, at the same time it belongs to the world as much as to Spain. When the guitar arrives to the Americas in the 16th century, it adapted very quickly to the different musical identities of each culture. So in Brazil, and the choro, the bossa nova, the samba use a guitar. The tangos in Argentina, guitar. The mariachis in Mexico, but also different genre like the jazz, the pop, the country music. Every musical genre has a guitar, and that's the value of the guitar. The guitar is a bridge between the popular and the classical. And in that sense, it's a beautiful instrument to create a space for people to meet, people from different backgrounds, people from different aspirations, from different social status, musical interest even. And that's the value of the instrument. It's the instrument closest to people's heart, in my opinion.
Got it. So you did try to sing, or you didn't try to sing?
Well, all right. I did sometimes, yeah, in private with friends.
Nice.
Fun, yes.
But that's only for the private concerts. Where do we get to? No, it's all good. I really want to try and learn how to sing, and one of these days maybe I'll start. I always keep saying it. I'm going to practice my singing, but first I have to get some lessons, and I'd love to try that, personally. That's my.
I'll teach you. I'll teach you, Ray. I think you did. I think you didn't pick up on the guitar, those first weeks because you didn't have the right teacher. I'll be your teacher, and I'll teach you some songs.
Nice. All right, it's on. All right, I'm gonna invite you to my practice room, but when I have my singing lessons, I'll share that with everyone. Oh gosh. Thank you anyway, Rose, for your beautiful playing. I know you've been working on that for some time now, and it's sounding so beautiful. It's like Blackbird. Yes. We've got another guitarist here, Vera. So let's pop in and listen and see what's up here in Vera's practice room. Oh, there's also a question as well. How and what I should practice to get my piccato? Is that a guitar term? Is there such? No. Okay. No, she took away the question. All right. Yeah, we're in here. Let's see if there's any sound.
But I could answer a little bit to that also, right?
Okay, there we go. I forgot to raise the volume. It was my fault. This person sounds so good.
Yeah.
So is there so piccato is a thing? Is it like spiccato but on guitar?
Yes. Yeah, this is actually a very difficult etude by Heitor Villalobos, and congratulations, Vera, you played very well. And
Congrats,
the secret to me to play rest strokes or picado, I guess, in the scales that you were doing, to me, technique is the perception of the pure movement, and is a way to perceive your body and your fingers how are moving to play exactly what you want to hear. So to me, I would say go very slowly, practice very slowly, and opening the perception of your ear. Whenever it's not legato enough, go slower and try to synchronize both hands, the right and the left. So you are playing really legato, all those beautiful scales that you are doing already quite good. So I think it could be just don't rush, don't push it too much, but on the contrary, go slowly and try to practice bisection, only that scale, and start very slowly, perception of the movement, trying to be very accurate with the sound and very legato. I think that's the secret, and that's what I could hear, that it will bring you to the next level in this piece. Very good job, Vera.
That's so awesome. Yes. Hey, I was like thinking like guitarists, you know, and you were talking about like this, you know, perception and stuff like that. And then you said the key word here. I was like, oh, slow practice. I know that. Yeah. Like that is universal across all instruments, it seems. And that's cool to hear also. Like, I know I literally, I look at the guitar and I'm just like, I turn away. I mean, I look at a lot of instruments and I'm just like, wow, I don't even know how that works. But guitar being so popular, it's kind of like piano, right? Like every musician, you kind of look at a piano, you're like, oh, you feel a little bit of shame for not having at least be able to play a few chords. And I feel the same way, especially because I took quite a few lessons, and whenever someone's like, oh, you took a few lessons, like play something, and I'm just like, no. So, you know, hearing that you say the same things that maybe I just didn't slow practice enough. Maybe that's it. But this was such a cool I was just listening to a bit more. Is that trill? Are those trills? So you can. How does trilling work with the right hand or the left hand?
Left hand, and it's so difficult on the guitar.
Oh, is it like a bit like left hand pizzicato on the violin, like that?
Exactly. So you are making the sound, doing a little pizzicato with your left hand. So your right hand only plays one note, and the rest is with the left hand, and that's really, really difficult because you need to keep the line of the trills singing. And that etude she's playing is so difficult. I remember when I was a student and I was learning that piece, it's so difficult because you are changing position and at the same time you are keeping the trills going on all the time, all the time. Tran, 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 tran. Really difficult. Very good job,
wow.
Vera. I'm impressed.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Vera, and thank you, Pablo, for this amazing, you know, like all the insights. And by the way, for those of you who are wondering, like, and who are just arriving to the stream halfway, and you know, this is of course Pablo Sainz-Villegas, one of the best classical guitarists in the world, and we are going through with some Q&A, answering your questions, also reviewing some of your playing, and we've already reviewed 2 people on Tonic. So if you haven't yet downloaded Tonic, you can go on there, and the link is in the description. It's also pinned here in the live chat. Definitely go check that out. And wait a second, I even have that here as well. You guys can see the URL right there, tonicmusic.app/Ray. You can go download Tonic and then go ahead, open a studio, and Pablo and I will be listening. So this will be cool. This is fun. So yeah, all right. Let's go to the next. Let's go. Studio surfing is what we call this. Just say stop. Let's see. We got a lot of people who are just practicing regularly. So, ooh. Okay, this is a question. See, there's all these guitar terms that I don't understand. Like Lucia asks, how do you avoid tension in the left hand and shoulder? And I saw there was some stuff in the live chat as well about you know, they want you to talk about tension, because I think that this is like a thing that a lot of guitarists in the community you know, are aware of. They want to make sure that they're doing the right things. And Lucia here is asking the same, like a similar question here. How do you avoid tension in the left hand and shoulder, especially when playing now barre, Barre?
Yes. Bars or
So-
barre.
Yeah. So let's maybe she's like practicing a little bit. She's using a metronome. That's. I gotta say, practicing like guitar, like listening to guitar practice is a mood. It's like you just it's so much more chill than listening to violin practice. You know, it's like violin practice is like stressful. Guitar practice is like boom, dum, chung, set up. It's like so nice. It's like anyway. Sorry. Thank you, Lucia. And Pablo's like, what the heck am I doing? What is this like? I'm just trying to remain professional, guys. Like, anyway. So to answer Lucia's question. So, go ahead, like.
Yeah, so I said that guitar practicing can be a little stressful too. So anyway.
Oh, okay.
So about tension. So to me, to play any instrument, actually, and probably, you know, Ray, you might agree with this. To me, it's like a pyramid where the foundation of it is technique. We need technique that will allow us to go, to enable us to go to the next stage, which is musicality. And musicality and technique, then, you know, it's part of the same space. But then, not once we are being musical, it's about emotions, because music is the language of emotions. It's about feeling an emotion, delivering an emotion, and inviting the audience to participate of that. And to me, that's in the end what brings life to music, and what completes the whole pyramid of the creative process of a musician is to have a purpose. Why am I playing music? And to put a message into that music. So anyway, to go back to the question, everything starts with technique. And to me, releasing the tension or maximizing the use of your muscles and energy is key, so you can really liberate and to make natural something that is really difficult. So in order to do that, the important thing, and I was mentioning it before, is the perception of your body. So if you are in a position with the instrument and then your lower back is hurting, it's like, well, why is it hurting? Perhaps, your right hand is too much, is accumulating too much tension, or there is a torsion in your, there is like a, how do you say, a turn in your torso.
Oh yeah, your spine is twisted. Yeah.
Exactly, twisted. Yeah, there's a twist in your torso. So in the bar, going into the bar thing and into the left hand, there is a tendency in guitar to how do you say, to grab the fretboard, like to hold it with the thumb here.
And guitar is so much heavier, right, as an instrument, if to hold,
Yes.
than the violin to do that. Yeah.
So to me, key element is to release this tension of this muscle here on the thumb. So imagine you are playing the piano and you are, moving the fingers from here, from this articulation, right? So now we are doing the same with the left hand of the guitar, but, we are rotating the arm and we are still moving from here, but try not to activate the thumb. So the fingers are moving through the fretboard, going up and down, but the thumb is designed to grab on things. But we need to bring the awareness of releasing the tension of this muscle, right here, this muscle here.
Do you have any good stretches for us, like what you do in terms of, like, before you play or after you play?
Usually the ones that, many musicians do, this one, right?
Okay.
So exactly. Then this one.
Oh yes, I do this one. Yeah.
Then to me, it's important for guitarists that usually, we are embracing the guitar and these muscles get too tense to stretch the
the pectoral muscles, yeah, the chest,
the pectoral muscles.
yeah,
and some regular stretches of the whole body always help, and also the neck. I think the neck is also very important because it can create so much tension. So to make like the different rotations of the neck, it always it'll help.
It's true, because also, like, guitar as an instrument, I mean, you guys are sitting down when you play, right? And you've also got this, you're like one knee is higher, right? So by default, it's like you got to be careful. You got to be more careful. Like, at least for violin, we're like sort of standing, or I mean, some of us are sitting, but I tend to practice standing, and I try to make sure my head is not twisted, so I twist it as little as possible, because like you said, there's something about the spine and making sure that it's not twisted. As you're saying that, I'm like, oh, I became super aware of my spine, and like I'm like giving myself a massage right now.
That's the good thing, perception of your body is awakening that perception. In the moment that you start thinking about your neck or your lower back or your back or your hands or your fingers, then the perception opens up and it's a whole universe around it. And in the end, it's awakening all these parts of your body. And in guitar, there is usually a footstool we use on the left hand, on the left leg, and then we open the right leg a lot. So it's very asymmetrical. So we need to balance that, trying to make it as symmetrical as possible in an instrument that is very asymmetrical.
Got it. All right. Well, I think we have got time for just maybe one more before we move on. So I found Ilang practicing here guitar. So let's take a look. She's practicing slow. She's taking your advice. So this is great. And look, she's practicing slow. She's taking your advice. So this is great. You can hear the. It still sounds pretty fast to me, but you know. Wow, this is like there's a lot of guitar pieces on I mean violin pieces that are on guitar. Yeah. Like this being the Preludio is like one of the pieces that I played a lot. Yeah, and how is it? I mean, you didn't ever play violin. Did you ever try violin? Like at some point?
No, never.
No? Never. Okay. Got it. I was gonna ask because I never got my guitar to the level where I could play any of those violin pieces on guitar. But I wonder if it's like which one's more difficult. Do you think that like it would be more difficult since it was written for violin to be playing that on the guitar? Because I mean Paganini, I read that he was composing a lot of his violin pieces on the guitar first. So is it a smooth switch, do you think? I mean, we're both using our imaginations here. Maybe there's someone in the chat who's like actually plays both violin and guitar who can answer this better. But yeah, what do you think?
I mean, to play an instrument at the highest level is really, really difficult, and it demands, all your dexterity and talent to get to that level of excellency. On answering this question, I'm not sure, but there are so many pieces, especially from the Baroque time, that were written, and in the Baroque time, composers composed in music, right? Not necessarily composed thinking, well, this piece is only be played with a violin or with, I mean, there were so many transcriptions at the time, and it was something that even Bach, did different versions for different instruments of the same piece. So I'm not sure which one is more difficult, but definitely it works because the music of Bach is so profound, and the structure of it and the counterpoint, it can transcend the instrument itself. So it's more than the instrument. And there are so many pieces like the Chaconne from the partita, the violin partita.
Oh yeah, Bach Chaconne, yeah.
Yeah, I guitarists play it all the time, and I play it and I love it. And every instrument is going to bring something unique about the instrument in the piece, and that's a beautiful thing. Itself is going to be, I mean, if we are speaking about the Chaconne, it's a fundamental and a cathedral of the classical music repertoire. But the guitar is going to bring in the arpeggios and in the scales and the full chords. We don't need to roll them as the violin do. So right. Every instrument is to portray a different interpretation and different angle of the piece, and also different drama. And there's no worse or better. It's just different, and that's the beautiful thing about music.
Right. Well, I was, as you were saying that, and thank you for Elon for sharing your practicing with us. I also that reminded me that as you're talking this whole live stream, you've been talking about like who you are. You've been sharing with us who you are and about how you're really crossing. You're just doing so many different things, but like tying them all together. I feel like that's also in your latest album, right? Like your upcoming album that's coming out. I saw that it's coming out on June 9th. It's called The Blue Album, and it's also stretching. I managed to find a little, not on Google, don't worry, it's not out there, but I managed to also, oh, there we go, boom, there it is. Wow, so handsome, so sexy, look at that, with the guitar, nice, the blue, is that the ocean? Is that the ocean there in the background? Oh, yeah,
nice. It is in the Canary Islands, in a beautiful, in the south of Spain.
Got it. So I heard that, and that and it's not released yet, but that you've got like the repertoire also spans across multiple like genres and different styles, right? Can you talk a little bit about that? Like, because it seems like that's very you, and maybe your album is like a representation of that, right? Like, why is it? What about it makes it the Blue Album, and why the pieces?
Yes. So the Blue Album represents this music that is about introspection. It's about looking inside. It's about, being nostalgic and being with yourself. It's a collection of pieces that goes from the Baroque era all the way to minimalism by Philip Glass or Max Richter, and Sakamoto, for example, the film composer. So in the end, it's this exploration that all composers from different places, different cultures, different times, they've always explored. Every composer has, at some point of their lives, explored that intimacy, that introspection through music. And the guitar, by nature, it's also a very intimate instrument that invites you to look inside. It invites you to share something intimate with someone you love. And this is what this album is about. It's about this space between day and night, this space in between the dualities, this moment of truth, this moment of authenticity. And it's a beautiful album. I love it. It's been a beautiful process, and I play pieces from Couperin to Rizzati or Debussy, to Sakamoto or Richter. So it's a fun album, beautiful album, the Blue Album.
Nice. Well, we can't wait to check it out. You said June 9th, right? June 9th is gonna come out. Nice. Okay. Well, definitely gonna check that out, especially the Sakamoto. Oh my gosh, there's one tune that comes to mind. Is it Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence? Is that what it's called?
That's the one I recorded.
You recorded that? Oh, when we have already guessed one of the pieces. Wait, this isn't announced yet, right? Like, we haven't announced what's on
but actually, we have the right to share it and to create expectation. And actually, there are a few tracks of the album that you can already listen on Spotify. They've been pre-released, and the whole album will be released on June 9th. But you can already listen to some of those beautiful tracks on Spotify.
Oh, including Sakamoto's track?
I think so. Yeah.
Ooh. Nice. Now I'm like, Spotify. Open Spotify. Wait, I should probably do this on my phone so I don't like kill my computer. My computer. I don't know if you guys can hear, but my computer is like literally about to burn. It is like. Yeah, it's dying, but I really want to look this up and see if there's a Sakamoto.
Yeah, so Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence is as one of the singles that had been released.
Oh,
so,
nice. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Oh, let's listen to it. Okay, so. There's harmonics.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Okay, well, I'll let you guys go ahead and listen to that. Otherwise, YouTube is going to just flag this live stream and just downvote it into oblivion. So we're going to leave that for you guys. It's available out on all streaming platforms. It seems like I'm going to listen to this immediately after the stream. This is so beautiful. And Wow, that looks so nice. Is there a music video that goes with it? These visuals look so beautiful.
Yes, we spent 2 days in Canary Islands and waking up at 4:30 a.m. so we could capture beautiful sunrise. And yeah, it was a magical experience spending those 2 days doing the recordings.
At first, I was like super jealous, but then I heard 4:30 a.m. and suddenly I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." You know, because I was at first like, "Wow, Puerto Rico now for 4 weeks, and you were in Canary Islands." Like, you just pick the best places, don't you? You just pick like, is that where you? Nice. Well, man, so incredible, and thanks for sharing this with us. I love this track, and yeah, this is one of my favorites, and I can't wait to hear what else is on the album. June 9th, guys, go check it out. Oh wait, let me do that. So anyway, let's see. Do we have any other? Yeah, the chat's going crazy right now. Any other things that you would like to share with us, or from the chat? Any questions that you'd like? We had a lot of questions from the Tonic app, and of course, thank you for also spending some time to review and help out our community as well, Pablo. That means a lot. We really appreciate it, especially you're so busy in Puerto Rico, of course. Like, enjoy your fun times ahead. But yeah, this was such an amazing experience. I learned so much. All the similarities, all the differences, new terminology as well, like bar and piccato, which sounds suspiciously like spiccato, but not. And yeah, other things as well. So this was really cool. But yeah, please, like, stage is yours to say any last words that you'd like to share.
So what I would like to share with you all, dear friends, it's been such a great joy. As musicians, we are experiencing, and we're inviting people to experience something that we cannot see, we cannot touch. And those are the most powerful things that a human being can experience in their lives. So to me, putting an intention in the music we play, defining a purpose, and sending a message through every single note is very powerful. And we have an opportunity to humanize this world through music, through opening our hearts, because in the end it's about being brave to be vulnerable with our instrument and open our hearts and being there and inviting people to see the best reflection of themselves, the best version of themselves reflected on music. And we are here to make this world a little more human, to make people happy, and this is a beautiful gift we all have and a beautiful opportunity. So enjoy every note you are playing. Enjoy even the challenges when you are practicing a passage and you are struggling into that. Enjoy that, go slowly, try to find the solution, trying to find how to overcome those challenges, and that will make you grow as a human being, as a musician. And yeah, we are together. We are in the same mission to bring joy and light into this world. So thank you so much, all of you. And Ray, this is so inspirational what you are doing of bringing.
Thank you. Wow. I love what you said. Pablo. Be brave to be vulnerable. My gosh, that's just the perfect ending. And that's what we, as a community, are trying to do. That's what we're doing every day. That's what I'm working on every day. And projecting that, sharing that vulnerability. So it's so difficult. It's such a difficult thing to do. Much easier when everyone else is doing it. So yeah, join the community, and thank you. Huge thanks to Pablo. Thank you so much once again for spending time with us, and we'll see you around, Pablo. I'll be listening to your tracks.
Looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see you all down the road and give you a big hug, Ray, next time we cross paths. So
nice.
Many blessings to you all.
All right.
For me, time days now.
Yep. Time to take off. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Yeah, this is a handsome guy. Really handsome. I gotta say.
Can I
Look at
tell
all
you
these.
a secret?
Yeah. What's the
Photoshop.
secret? What's the secret?
Photoshop.
Photoshop? Photoshop? No. I think it's that charming smile. Look at that. That charming smile. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Amazing.